Hey, so you want to learn how to draw abs? For this, you need to know these 3 muscles of the abdominal area. At least it's easier than working out, right? This is the second video of a series on how to draw the torso, so let's jump into it. In the first video of this series, I showed the landmarks of the front of the body that helped us place the muscles in space. For today's studies, we will also use these landmarks. If you don't know how to draw them, you can watch my previous video where I explain more about it by clicking this card. Okay, now we can go to the research phase. In this step, we collect information about the muscles we're studying. This will help you create a memory library for each muscle by understanding how it works, its functions, and where it's placed. By actually learning the muscles instead of just copying their outline, you can later change and idealize them when creating your own characters. Let's start with the rectus abdominis. It resembles the shape of a bullet. The flattened portion lies along the ribs, while the curved end fits into the pelvis. It has 8 sections, starting from a straight line at the area of the belly button, and it progressively rises. This area is responsible for the famous six-pack look, when the muscle is well developed. The abdominis originates from the base of the pubic bone and inserts into the 5th, 6th, and 7th ribs. Its volume can be shown as a flattened box and is responsible for flexing the trunk and stabilizing the pelvis. When the torso moves, the abdominis can be shown twisting, stretching, or bending. The second muscle is the obliques. It has the shape of 2 rectangles, like columns supporting the rib cage and pelvis. The obliques originate from the surface of the lower ribs and inserts into the pelvis. It also has a volume that resembles a flattened box wrapping around the torso. The upper part of the obliques connects with the fibers of the serratus, creating a zigzag line along the lateral of the chest. The function of this muscle is to bend and twist the torso. Next, we have the serratus. It has the shape of a fan, but other parts of the body cover most of it. The visible portion has a shape that resembles a bear claw. This muscle originates from the surface of the first 9 ribs and inserts into the underside of the scapula. The serratus has the volume of an ovoid form that interdigitates with the obliques, creating an overlap between these 2 muscles. It's responsible for moving the scapula and helps elevate the shoulder and the arms. Now we can practice the muscles we studied. I use photos and other drawings as my reference, with dynamic poses showing these 3 muscles in different positions. I also drew the muscles I studied before to practice the connections they have with each other. After drawing boxes to represent the torso and pelvis, I added the skeletal landmarks. With the box mannequin constructed, I can now place the muscles and show its gesture and volume. That's how I study how to draw abs. In the next video, I'll show the muscles of the back of the torso. If you haven't seen the first video of this series on how to draw the muscles of the upper body, you should check it out. I also have this other video that you might find interesting. Please like and consider subscribing. See you next time!